Hi everybody, welcome back to another Monday meditation or Monday mindfulness moment. My name is Amira. I am your Minister of Justice and Witness for Clackamas United Church of Christ. So today I wanted to talk about building your uncomfortable muscle. It's becoming more and more of a passion of mine to talk about with my clients, with people that I work with, about being okay with being uncomfortable. Part of the reason why a lot of us don't move through issues and move through difficult moments is because we stop the process because of the uncomfortable part. Being uncomfortable, if you're not focused on it and paying attention to it, it makes you stop and avoid. And so learning how to sit with our discomfort and be okay with awkward situations really does help improve our way of life. And that's what I'm about. I am about mindset work and understanding that no matter what circumstances we're going through, if we want to be happy, if we want to have a better outlook on life, then there's a way to do it without causing further harm. So basically what this is about is learning how to center yourself to handle difficult situations. And I just want to give a couple of tips that kind of help me and help other people that I've talked to. And one of the things is understanding why a particular situation is important to you. If you don't understand why you want to move past a difficult situation, if you don't really fully understand it and know your why, know why it's important to you, if you don't know that, it's going to be more difficult to move past it. So really understanding, why is this important to you? Why is it important that you handle this situation or move a certain way in a situation, no matter where it's coming from or where it's about. Understanding why it's important to you is key. Second is, this has to come from within. You cannot make any changes because I told you so, because your sister told you so, because your partner told you so. You cannot make true change and change that doesn't feel like a heavy burden if it's not coming from your heart and your soul. Yes, you can have a nudge, you can have positive people around you that are saying, it would be really wise if you would look into this or, whatever. Yes, that's a positive circle. But really, to actually do the work, you have to want to do it for yourself within. Third, once you have clarity and you know your intention, write them down. Write it down. Even if it's on a little tiny scratch paper, even if you never look at it again, write it down. Write down your intentions, write down your mission, write down your inner thoughts about things. Write it down so that you have a clear picture in your mind where you're going. And then be realistic about the fact that it's going to be hard. A lot of times we go into things because we want to be very optimistic and we want to be positive, and we go into it not being realistic about uncomfortable situations and difficult moments. So understanding that this situation is going to be difficult. I am in a situation right now. I did 2 tarot card pulls before I did this video. I did a Soul Truth Self-Awareness deck. I pulled 2 cards from there and I recorded it. And then I also recorded my energy oracle cards. I pulled 1 card from here. And in both of these pulls that I did, it basically told me that I needed to handle a situation. I've been avoiding a situation because I don't want to deal with it, because it's uncomfortable. But I just pulled from 2 separate decks and they both said, chick, you got to do the thing that's uncomfortable. And that's how I move my way through each difficult moment in my life. And it helps the people that I've guided through this method. It has helped. And again, that's what I'm about. I just want to help. If there's anything, any tools that you could learn along the way to just be, have more joy in your life, I am 1,000% for it. So let's do a little bit of meditation on building up our uncomfortable muscle, being okay with our discomfort. You're going to probably hear me talk about this a lot. So before we begin, as always, I just want to remind people meditation and mindfulness is not a magical cure. It is a tool to help you live life in a way with less anxiety and stress. If you do not do or practice meditation and mindfulness on a regular basis, over a period of time, it's really hard to be truly effective. So I just want to put out there again, this is just in the moment nuggets of information that you may be able to take with you. Take what works and leave the rest. If none of it works, it's okay. I just appreciate you being here with me. All right, so before we begin, I usually like to say your spine straight. The reason why we have our spine straight is because typically, especially in the beginning of meditation or learning meditation, it's really easy to fall asleep. So we like our back straight if possible. If you cannot have your back straight and you just want to lay down, it's okay. If you do fall asleep, it's okay, not a big deal. Happens all the time. Palms soft open, resting on your lap, or if you're laying, resting on the side of you. Please, if you're driving, do not do this. And do not pull over on the side of the freeway. Watch it later. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, and you don't have to have your eyes open. You don't have to have them closed. You do whatever feels natural to you. I recommend you finding a focal point to stare at. If you are going to keep your eyes open and you're new at meditation, it really does help to have a focal point to stare at while you're breathing. Anytime you begin to wander and think about other things, which is completely natural, go back to your focal point. Every time you hear or think of something in your mind, acknowledge that it's there without adding any negativity to it. Acknowledge you're thinking about something. It's totally fine. Go back to your focal point. If your eyes are open, if your eyes are closed, go back to your breath. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and take 3 big, deep breaths in through the nose and blow out through the mouth with pierced lips. I would like you guys to try to, or y'all, to, when you are exhaling, please do a very slow, deep exhale. As slow as you can possibly exhale, I'd like you to do it very slowly. So in through the nose. Again, in through the nose. If it's making you feel lightheaded, please stop. Just breathe regular. One more time, in through the nose. Okay? If you like to close your eyes, you can. You don't have to. You're just softening the jaw, softening the shoulders. And we're just sitting here breathing normal. Just paying attention to the rise and fall of the chest, the rise and fall of the belly, just anything that pertains to the breath and breathing. Just focus on it. We're looking to build that uncomfortable muscle. We're just focusing our attention on our uncomfortable muscle, building that muscle. What would it be like to continue to build the muscle of discomfort and being okay in moments of discomfort? Even if your voice shakes, even if it makes you cry, being able to sit with it. Just imagine, ponder, be curious about what it would be like to be able to handle a situation head on. No one else doing it for you. You dealing with it yourself. Sitting with the uncomfort, sitting with the discomfort, and still moving ahead and handling it. What would that be like? We're not judging it. If any emotions are coming up, it's okay. Just sit with it. We don't need to correct it today. We're just being aware. This is about centering ourselves while we learn how to become uncomfortable. How do we center ourselves before we delve into an uncomfortable situation? Remembering to relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. If anything's coming up for you, it's okay. It's not easy to talk about difficult situations, but we are all capable. And that's a lot of what discomfort comes from, is feeling as though we're not capable of doing something. We are capable of handling much more than we give ourselves credit for. And moving through discomfort allows us to see that at the end of it, we get to see, oh, wow, we did it. Remembering to breathe. We did it. We moved through a very uncomfortable situation and we didn't melt. We didn't pass out. We are okay. Breathing into the feeling of being okay with being uncomfortable. Breathing into the feeling of learning how to center ourselves before we deal with discomfort. Go ahead and deepen your breath. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Rolling those shoulders back. Listening to the sound of my voice. If your eyes are open, you may go ahead and open them now. Have an amazing week. I love y'all. It's okay to be uncomfortable.